Alright, so we are on Wednesday, almost halfway through the week. We have unemployment claims tomorrow. Weekly reacted off this new week opening gap, closed lower. Then we respected this new day opening gap, wicked it, went lower. Not a lot of PD arrays, except for obviously just like this, what would be a mitigation block, I guess, here. And then a breaker on the daily here. And it went lower, and then this is Monday, reacting off the new day opening gap. So I'm looking at, like, for a weekly profile layout, we have manipulation, and this is the reversal, right? And we are currently inside of a bullish weekly fair value gap and a bullish inverse weekly fair value gap. So I was a little skeptical this day because we had just wicked it. And so I was kind of looking for longs, honestly. And then, especially because we had this giant range, which I think this was the Euro news about their bill is what did this. And then I think this was also the day of PPI, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And we took the high of the range, then we wicked the low of the range. So that's why I was looking for longs here, especially because it was Monday, right? Early week manipulation. But now, obviously, with this also strong close, I'm looking for bearishness continuation. We have this range that we made from tapping into new week opening gap and this 4-hour fair value gap displacing lower. I'm looking for this 4-hour fair value gap to get tapped into, preferably past the equilibrium of the range. And then I want to look for shorts in the premium and inside that 4-hour fair value gap. Asia scenario is consolidation and not really doing anything, so it's already swept Asia's highs, and like I said, I'm just waiting for this 4-hour fair value gap to get tapped, and then I'm going to look for entries short on dollar and then long on euro. Euro GBP coming from a daily, I guess. Well, kind of weird for me personally. We're still inside the previous week's range, so looks like it's just kind of ranging, but since we're coming from this daily fair value gap and we've been trending higher, I would assume higher. So bearish dollar, higher euro, 4-hour, more shorter time frame. We're in the OTE of this range. This 4-hour tapped in this 4-hour fair value gap. So we're in the OTE of that. Let me make this a little bit cleaner. Yeah, so bullish euro, bearish dollar. So we got something happening here. If I check the other DXY, we're already in one big 4-hour fair value gap. On my main DXY, we have not tapped into the other one yet, but we have taken Asia's highs. So we're already in a 4-hour fair value gap, and we've taken Asia's highs, and this 30-minute has engulfed its previous candle's low pretty strongly too. There is potentially a 5-minute fair value gap forming on DXY, but it does not look good on Euro right now. So I think that what I'm going to do is, if this candle does close lower, like if it just wicks like this and closes green, then I'm probably not going to entertain it. But if it closes black, then I'll entertain and time DXY with the euro. Since there's no fair value gap here, and this just doesn't look like trading the pound on the 5-minute on futures just does not look appetizing at all. Euro GBP, it still looks bullish to me. Euro GBP, I know we have this giant wick right here, but I'm still saying bullish euro. Let's see how this 5-minute closes. Okay, so it is closing black, so let me just set up. I'm going to time the entry and come back. Alright, so I have entered, timed it. We have this 5-minute fair value gap that we're basically playing inside of. So I want to see this respected, obviously, go lower. See this, respect this mitigation block, go higher. I want to see, actually, it might have tapped into, no it didn't. It might tap into this older 5-minute fair value gap. It did tap into this inverse fair value gap, though, for sure. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to set a take profit. I like setting a take profit so I can obviously just set a take profit, but I'll have to manually watch it. Which means that I'm not going to leave a runner or any position sizing on overnight because I don't have a take profit that I'm going to set. I'm still trying to figure out, I don't know if I can set a take profit after I've already placed an order. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so yeah. Alright, I don't like how that candle closed, so I'm closing the position. Obviously, Euro just doesn't look the best right here. And on top of that, this is just a very strong candle digging deep into it. and we haven't tapped into this higher for 4 hour fair value yet. So since we didn't get a strong reaction like I wanted, I'm just closing early. But that's for, I think, 0.5%. So the only way I'm gonna be placing a trade again is if I go from this 4 hour fair value gap. If not, then I'm chilling. So yeah. All right, I made an executive decision. I decided my 30-minute entry and then 5-minute. After this candle closed, it made me realize, I was like, okay, not only is it second stage distribution, right, for the 5-minute, but on top of that, we have the 30-minute engulfing, like I said. So I basically just got scared right there. I realized that, acknowledged it. Now I'm back in with half the risk. So I lost 0.5%, now I'm back in with 0.5%. And I still forgot to place a take profit. So yeah, with 0.5%, Asia's highs will give me, alright, just over 0.5%. I'm basically just going to be targeting hopefully 3R, but I'm going to look to take profit as soon as it hits 2R, anywhere around there, hoping it'll blast through. So setting take profit and gonna chill. Alright, so I ended up getting stopped out at a shave stop loss, just right here to the low of this wick. And yeah, is what it is. I honestly shouldn't have gotten scared of the trade and just stuck with it. I'm starting to really like this 30-minute plus the 5-minute combo. So what I've been noticing over the last few London sessions and trades I've just been watching and not taking is whenever there's 30-minute forms, like the 30-minute engulfing, right, the 30-minute close, there will usually be a nice 5-minute fair value gap, either just made or about to be made. Obviously, you can see here, if I would have just stuck with it and not gotten afraid, that would have been so clean. And if I go with the original entry here, right, and stop loss at the overall low, obviously Asia's highs would have been just under 2R, which clearly got hit, maxed out at 2.5. That would have put me at just over barely over 0.5% needed. After that trade, I would have needed just over 0.5% to pass funded. Good learning moment. Don't be afraid. Just stick with what I know works. I think the reason why I was hesitant about it is because I saw this range and I wanted to tap into this 4 hour. But I've seen this so many times too, where we have 2 4 hour fair value gaps. And I need to just keep on telling myself, like, when we just come from manipulation and we have a strong reaction, deeper retracements like this are not as likely. So I just need to follow the momentum. But it is what it is. Wasn't that big of a loss. Only in total, I lost 0.5% on the first trade. And then I was risking 0.5% on this, so just over 0.5% actually. Like in between 0.5% and 0.75% loss. So